Morning, hope you're going well. 12th of November today, which brings us to Wednesday. I'm just here, what is it, about 7:30. Just here up at the rice, just having a look before the gang turn up. So got been windrowing, so we're getting to the pointy end of windrowing, which is good. We've got a sort of last paddock to go. Oh, I just got caught in the fence. Damn you, barbed wire. Sorry. Trying to do two things at once. Men can't multitask. Just doing our last, she'll shift this morning to our last paddock of canola, last 75 hectares in on the edge of the township of Baruga. Oh, come on. Right. God. So, yeah, we'll head in there. I got finished about 12 o'clock last night. That all sort of went well. We did 125, or we did more than that. We probably did 135 hectares yesterday with our own. We only had to shift across the road, so that sort of helped. As far as moving, we didn't have to move far. It didn't take us long to front off, move, front back on again. I'm just up here, just got a little pool of water here to drain off. Well, what's going on with the weather? We've had a frost, bloody near a frost this morning. There was a bit of frost on the lawn. When I got off the windrow last night, I went, oh my God, it's cold. A bit frosty, a bit cool this morning. So rice is coming. I'm still a bit concerned about some of this slower stuff, but we just need, it is there, but we just bloody need some warm weather. Jumpers and beanies when it's borderline the middle of November's not a lot of fun, I can tell you. But we've definitely got rows now, and there is more coming. These little fellas here, so there is the odd duck around. I'm a bit, and you can, when you look across it, there is quite a green tinge there, which is good. There's the odd duck around. I don't know whether I think they're just hanging around in the tow furrows and that. I don't think they're doing, they will come along and nip the top off of that. We might just turn the scare gun on and hope for the best. So the boys with Tony was out yesterday as well, so he's hopefully be back on deck full time now, or very close to it with what he's had going on. So him and Clem were carting hay. I haven't been talking to them. I don't know where they got up to with it. So still got more hay to press. If you watched the last video, I think, we were pressing hay late at night, so we've got all our own hay done. The guys came and had a look at it yesterday, so it'll be interesting to see whether they took a sample, so it'll be interesting to see whether they're keen to take it. So we're just, I spent sort of a fair portion of the day yesterday doing maintenance on the header. I had to just get a couple of bearings for that new feeder drum, so they're in Cobram. So my concern is, and I don't know, so you can drown rice. I think I have discussed that, but we've got a little bit of ponding in spots, but there are plants there too, so I'm hoping it's okay. That was the trade-off a bit with, these wetter areas, and I don't know why we've got these, like we boarded it a couple of times. I was surprised that we've had more ponding in the areas than what we have, but it is coming, which is good to see. So you can see a little bit of burn off with the chemical when we sprayed it. Bit of bleaching there, but it'll grow through it. So, but nothing like a weaker 30 degrees to perk the rice crop off. So anyway, all right. So we will, shift the machine this morning, get it going in town. It's irrigated border check flood bays, job that we sow and windrow and harvest. So we've been in there plenty of times, so we'll go and get the machine shifted in there. Yeah, and then we'll just see how Lily's, she's drove it yesterday all day, did an amazing job. Like, I was bloody really stoked with the job she did, and she, like I said that to her when I got to the machine last night, and she goes, "You're joking, aren't you?" I said, "No, it was really smick job." So yeah, really happy with the way she's going and the way she's picking everything up. So yeah, so which is good to see. So anyway, I'll stop waffling because I'm probably waffling a bit. Yeah, we'll just have a quick drive around this, and then yeah, hopefully the guys will be in. We can work out which direction we're going to head. So loaded up. Yeah, I just dropped. We had to do a bit of shuffling around with Clem, and so we could cart hay and that. Tony's not out yet. I dropped Lily at the baler, and I've just come to grab the front. And I'm gonna meet her in town. She's gonna run her car in, or in at the next job. So yeah, she's got a vehicle, so she can get home this afternoon. So yeah, really happy with the job she's done. I know her mum does watch, so apparently, Lily's telling me. So mum, she's done an excellent job here, going really well. So super happy, and it's always good. It's a pretty busy road just here, so generally typical farmers, we judge the windrowing, kind of how good a job the windrowing contractor does. So, and I did mention that to her when she started, so for a bit of added pressure, but yeah, super job, super happy, looks good. So these rows, and I've sort of, ours is pretty similar, like there does look to be quite a lot of product there, so they may surprise us when we get the header into them, just what grain's here. Shout out to modern farming practices and modern genetics for, I think Dan said they've had 250 mil for the year, and basically all that's fallen in crop, which helps. And we probably wouldn't have had a lot of subsoil moisture leading into it. So I think we had 100 mil in November last year or thereabouts. And then it didn't really rain. I better not leave that on the dashboard. It didn't rain until, apart from bits and pieces, till sort of, May. So, yeah, so it'll be, yeah. Quality, as I mentioned on other videos, the quality in some of them, the barley, and that's going to be a bit of an issue with test weight and grain size, but look, we're still going to pick a bit up with yield, which will be good. So, anyway, we'll get into town. Morning. We're in the final push. So, yeah, this video is a bit all over the place actually. We had a few dramas yesterday afternoon, and I had a bit of a venting session with the camera, and was probably overtired and cranky, and you guys didn't need to hear it, so we've decided to chop that out. Not that I've edited the video yet, but I've decided to chop that out, and we'll keep it a bit positive. Just a few dramas with a bit of stuff, which, just bear with me, I'll have to turn around here. Where can we put you? We'll put you here. Oh, stop. I nearly run over the windrow. So, a little bit of backstory. I won't go into it too much. We had been contacted by an overseas company to try a new GPS system out. Now it was, this has been going on for about 12 months. It's got a wheel track there from the SP sprayer. Wants to pick it up and throw it over the back of the machine. Yeah, so we'd been contacted about 18 months ago from a company overseas that had come across the channel and basically had a low-cost GPS unit, and I sort of balked at it a bit. It's sort of been to and fro for about 18 months, and I'd put it in the too hard basket to start with, and then they sort of came back at me again. And when they'd come back, they actually had dealers here had started to set up a dealer network in Australia. So there was one about an hour away, and I'm not going to name the product. So anyway, so old mate came over one day, or rang up out of the blue and came over one day and installed it. And the thinking was we're sort of one GPS unit short for the windrower and header. We've got 3 units that we share around between, you know, well, we've now got the Big Fant, the Magnum, and there's generally 2 units in there, like a unit in each of them all the time, you know, because they're getting used all the time. The 3rd unit used to float. Well, it's now in the laser bucket, so it'll probably stay in there, or it will stay in there. So yeah, we used to sort of pinch a unit out of one of those tractors and yeah, and I share it between the windrower and the header. So I thought, oh yeah, another unit. We'd really need another unit. So thought low cost. And anyway, so here with me again. So they sent this, come and put this fitted. They came and fitted the unit, which was fine. All looks good. Little screen, similar, same principle as what we're running here with the Trimble. Where it, bear with me, shift me line. Yeah, same principle here with the Trimble, with the motor on the steering wheel and a screen that was, you know, seemed a pretty user-friendly screen. RTK possibilities, isobus and all the rest of it. Happy days. And the sort of dealer came and installed it and then sort of left it with us, and they operate through a WhatsApp group, this company, and you know, we had unbeknownst to me, I thought this unit they'd had in other windrowers, but it turns out this may have only been the 2nd one in the world, don't quote me, but my understanding was that they'd ever installed. So unbeknownst to me, we were being used as a bit of a guinea pig as to how this thing, you know. So I'd messaged them with a problem, and you'd get 2 or 3 texts come onto the message group. Just going to have to pull up here in a minute. I can just see whether you can see it, the electrical leads hitting on the wheel there. We'll have to tie it up out of the road. Yeah, so you'd get 2 or 3 texts come in, and it'd be, you know, you can see how there's a bit of chatter in this, and you would have noticed, and I did mention it in other videos about the noise from the steering wheel. This is the Trimble. It's about a quarter of the noise that was coming out of this other thing. But the bigger issue, we can put up with that. The bigger issue was the steering. It just wouldn't. It would hold. It would steer a straight line as far as we weren't missing anything, but it was basically the machine was wiggling its tail up the paddock. So, you know, the Trimble here is getting, you know, 1 or 2 centimetres offline, whereas this thing was getting up to 20 and 30 centimetres offline. And every time I'd contact them and say, hey, this isn't good enough, I'll adjust this and adjust that. And in the end, I just said, I'd had enough. I just said, no, we're not going to, you know, I was got this thing on the premise that it would work, and basically, yeah, it's not doing what you're telling me it's going to do, and I can't have staff, yeah, you know, can't have staff adjusting this thing. You know, you've got the likes of Lily, who's done an amazing job learning how to drive it, and I know you've got to go in and you know, adjust this and adjust that. So in the end, the other night, I, you know, at 11:30 at night, mind you, I spat the dummy and just said, nah, I'm out. I'm going to pull it out, I'll box it up, and I'll send it back to where it come from. And so anyway, you know, when we're contracting, you're trying to do a quality job because, you know, and as I've mentioned, everyone judges windrowing, you know, and here, you know, whether there's bits missed or how straight the rows are, all the rest of it. So we sent Lily in here, so we brought got the lily set up in here yesterday morning, and we thought, oh, we haven't got time, it'll take us an hour to swap the two systems, so we got going, and anyway, she sent me a message and said it's bloody hopeless, so I'm going to steer it, which was fine. So we brought this Trimble unit back in last night. I had it all there, and we had a black, one of the, I call it a TM200, it's sort of the brains. We had one sent away to get fixed, and I hadn't actually used it since we got it back, and I put it in yesterday and it wouldn't work, so it's got to go back again, which is fine. I've actually pinched the one out of the big fent this morning, so we're steering. So yeah, yesterday I sort of, when I took over from her at 3:30 or 4 o'clock, I actually just steered it through till 8 o'clock, and it actually wasn't too bad, because you can, we do where we were, it was sort of shortish runs, and you had check banks, and I'd just follow the sprayer line, so it all worked out right. But I suppose, yeah, I had the brace and bits, and I probably vented on here just about it. We'd probably been used a bit, and yeah, when I started the channel, I didn't really expect to be contacted by companies to try products and that sort of stuff, and I have done a bit of it, you know, with the firelighter and the landmarking cradle, if you saw them, and then, you know, the lights the other day, and that was a bit of a, you know, the lights especially, we did have to, you know, we paid for half of them. I did sort of say to the guys, you know, do you want to collaborate? They approached me and quoted me, and I just said, well, how about, would you be interested? And they came back and said, yeah, absolutely. So I'm not actively looking for, you know, channel sponsors or products to try or anything like that. It's not why I started the channel. It's to, you know, bring this sort of stuff and what we do day to day to bring it to you guys. So I've sort of been caught a little bit there. Yeah, I sort of, that's what pissed me off probably more than anything. I probably got taken advantage of a bit. So yeah, so, you know, look, everyone loves something for nothing, or, you know, at a reduced price. So yeah, I don't think I'm selling myself out. But anyway, so that's why this video is a bit all over the place. Just I had a bit of I was probably overtired, and yeah, just had the brace and bits on the job, so I probably took it out on the camera and told it, yeah, it wasn't nasty, but it was just a rant more so than anything, and I thought this video is probably better off without that. So anywho, back to normal transmission now. So we've got 2 blocks left here. We'll get finished by lunchtime. It's about, what is the time? It's 7:45. I've got the truck here. I've actually got to take the trailer over for a roadworthy this morning, so I'm sort of halfway. It was on the way, so Lily will come at, I think she'll be here about 8:30 or something like that. So I'll just wander over there, just save me going home and then back again. So we'll get out of here. We've got another little job to do. A bit that we didn't realise we had to do another paddock. So it's only 7 hectares, so we'll get there and get that finished, and then that'll be the windrowing canola for 2025. So yeah, the boys were going to start and cut. I think I mentioned the boys are going to start and cut the oat and hay out the back and get it in the shed. They are talking a bit of rain early next week, so yeah, we'll just we'll get that in and under cover, and then if we end up selling it, well, we can, you know, it's only stacked in the shed, it doesn't matter too much then. So a bit of mucking around here just with check banks in the front knot. One sort of main rule when you're windrowing border check irrigation bays is you never drop the windrow on top of the check bank, because you can't pick it up. So it just means at times you're taking half runs and that sort of thing, but yeah, it just is what it is. So anyway, we'll keep marching here, going okay. I'm going to call it today. It's nearly 5:30 anyway. It's been blowing its ass off. It's just progressively got worse, and now it's starting to rain, or trying to rain. So not very good haymaking weather. So we did take the baler down. We've got the windrower shifted, so we'll do that little job in the morning. I might even get Lily to do it. I was going to get her to rake hay. We've got hay to rake, but yeah, I don't think it's going to rain much. But yeah, anyway, won't be baling tonight anyway. Tony's been chipping away here, so I got some bearings for this front feeder house roller to put on. I just thought the bearings are okay in it, but I thought while we had it out, we'll just put some new ones in it. So we'll get it back together tomorrow, hopefully. And then, yeah, we can give it a wash, and never got a wash after corn harvest, so it's still pretty feral. We'll get the GPS and that in it. And we can probably, we do have a bit of work in the back to do yet, actually. That plate under the chopper there, we need to patch it up because it's got a hole in it. So I'll just have a look and see what I got as far as doing that. But yeah, probably priority will get that operational, or get it finished and get it washed out anyway. Because I reckon we'll have barley that will nearly go next week, so it's all sort of sneaking up pretty quickly. I think Tony's going to service the mother bin. He's got the big tractor on the chaser bin, so it should be ready to go, I think. Windrowing's all bar finished. We've got a little 7 hectare block to do, so the windrower's there, ready to go, so it can be done. We're going to draft some lambs up in the morning. We might have some good enough to go over the hooks. And also the ewe lambs, I've got a mate that wants 80 of them, so we might even run them through and run them across the handler as well. And if we can get 80 that are good enough, we might send them on their way too. So had a quick look at the rice. It's starting to look really good, so I was a bit concerned about it just coming up, but can well and truly see up the rows now, and even some of those spots where the waters has laid a bit, it's starting to fill in as well. I think possibly Miranda might be over in the morning. I just can't remember whether she was coming or not. So anyway, bit of lull in proceedings, which is good because I'm about buggered. So an early night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying them. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.